Sup, bro?
Hey, what's happening? Just going over a few things here before we actually start and get into it. That's all.
How's it going?
Not bad. How about you?
I'm good.
That's good to hear. You're the one that wanted the Delray Winchester, right?
Yup.
Okay. There was a few questions, or actually I did ask you a question in the comments, so I guess you never saw it or whatnot. But I figured since I got you here now, I'll ask you. After about two and a half weeks of looking, I finally found one here. Got the old beautiful thing right here. Do you want the whole car chrome, or do you want chrome with like chrome and burgundy mixed together? Just curious to know. I mean, we could do it all from bumper to bumper chrome. That's no big deal. The wheels, however, I was not able to do the size that you requested because they would cut into the wheel well here, and I was like, However, I did get the wheels you wanted. Just they're a little bit
Chrome and burgundy.
perfect. All right, well, this is the first one we're gonna be working on today. All right, just gotta go through here and mark off some stuff here. Sleeve spring. Okay. All right, we're gonna go buy some pots. All right, let's see, up over here. Steering knuckle C. That springs with cross member E. Yep. Of course it is.
I enjoy watching your videos.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Alright, we need 12 bigger bushings. And we need 4 smaller ones, 2 solid drive axles, and a partridge in a pear tree. And we'll do this. We need 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of those, and 2 of these. I need 3 of those because I'm building 2 other cars today as well. Alright, I think that's taken care of for that one. Now we're going to go into the auto parts department. Yeah, I went and bought all the parts for a 2-carb V8 OHV for this, or all the parts for the 2-carb V8 OHV motor. Then I went and read it again. I was like, oh wait, it's supercharged he wants. Oops. So I had to go buy the supercharger and stuff like that for it, which I already did. But yeah. Let's see here. Where else are we going? Get some long tubes for it. Really sucks that they only put Ford motors or Dodge motors in the GM products. Drives me up the wall. Especially since now they do have a small block Chevy in here and a big block Chevy. Let me use them. I know I already got the Uber charger. So we need 2 filters, 8 plugs. It's a greedy little bugger. Alright, we're good there. Let's put some drilled rotors on. Now I want to put these ones right here with the black hat on them. Kind of like a coating is what they are. Alright, missing one other feature. Should be these. What is it? OHVC? Yeah. Perfect. All right. Now I'm pretty sure I've already got the bench seats for, but we'll get them again. All right, I'm gonna go all the way down to W for Winchester. Winchester B, and then you said seat 3, leather C, and then steering wheel right down over here. All right, we're pretty good with that one now. All right, where's my gear box? Right there. What kind of a fuse box does this have? Alright, we got that one. Okay. I don't know why I bought 2 of them, but I did. I guess 2 is better than 1, right? Perfect. And the wheels are already done. I'll worry about the body parts later. Yeah. Alright, now we need to buy some engine parts. Pretty sure I bought one of those, but yeah, we'll get it again. Why not? I have the cars to bring back my cash flow if I need to. More or less the F40 Ferrari is the one that I normally use to bring back my cash flow on this. Best bang for your buck on this one. Alright, we're gonna go up here, the 8OHV. Engine block, where are you? Right there. Alright, now we need the valve covers. Alright, where's B? Right there. Keep scrolling down the list here. Need a fuel tank. I need the oil filter. And then we need the oil pan. 8 rings. And where's the fan? Right there. I need the radiometer. Power steering reservoir. Alright, 16 rocker arms. Perfect. And we need 8 road kips. I don't need none of that stuff. Alright, we need the belt 1. Where's belt 2? Right there. And then we need the Uber charger belt. Oh, I also need the Uber charger water pump pulley. I need timing chain. Right there, OHV. And timing cover. Right here. Alright, let's see. We need some push rods. Now we need a water pump. And windshield washer reservoir. And I think that's pretty much about it for now. Alright. Let's go color some pieces. I did have 2 of them. Okay, this actually works out in my favor. Alright, over to here. Bring this one up. Over here, bring this down. I'll slide this one way over to the far side. How's that looking?
Hey dude.
Hey, what's happening? How's this one? Is this a good burgundy color for you? A little bit darker, a little bit lighter?
Perfect.
Alright. Now, it may not look the same on the rest of the parts, so that's what we're going to look at right now. Let's see, the block probably, yeah, see, it's real dark on the block. That's okay, we'll figure that one out in a minute here. But then we'll also want to check cross member E. Oh, yeah, okay. Almost like a darker fuchsia. Huh. Okay. Alright, now the fun begins.
Can't wait for you to play Snorner.
That'll be in about roughly a week, give or take. There's chrome, I believe. I believe that's what that is chrome. Yep, perfect. Alright, I see I've already got 4 chromed out pieces. Okay, works out well for me. Now, do you want the body chrome or the body burgundy? Something's telling me I already bought all the engine parts. I keep getting doubles. Huh. Yeah. I got an idea. But that would be too much. No, I can make it. I can make it work. Yeah. Yeah, that just don't look right. There we go. Alright, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Dang, I about double of everything. Well, I guess it's better than not having anything. I'm going to do the heads burgundy. That way then it's a little easier to see when I go to put the push rods in. And then I'm going to do the head covers burgundy as well, because if I do them chrome, that'll look, or doesn't really look like chrome. But at the same time, I'm not going to be painting the supercharger.
Body burgundy and everything under the car tone. Chrome.
Body burgundy and everything under the car chrome. Oops. Okay. See, I was doing these burgundy because all it is just look like regular factory colors. So that's why I was doing them, leaving them burgundy. Alright, everything under the car chrome. Okay. Alright. Makes it a little easier. I don't need to do that one. We already painted that one, just the other one. Alright, let's see. Yeah, why not?
Yes, bad for the confusion.
Ah, that's alright.
My bad.
It happens. See, that doesn't look chrome, it's just white, so we'll do that like that. Make it look alright. The transmission. You can go chrome. You can do it. That's already chrome. Yeah, we'll do that like that. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'll show you that. See, like this, you can actually see the chrome on it, of course. But like if it's not actually silver or like chrome looking, then I'm going to do it the burgundy. That way, then it'll give it a nice contrast. You see what I mean? How this has got that silver finish to it versus the fuse box there that was white. You know, thus you can kind of see that it's somewhat chrome-ish. And I'm also going to do the U-bolts and the plates there. I'm going to do them burgundy as well, while I do the leaf springs and the rear axle chrome. And the rear shocks, I'm going to do them chrome as well. So, alright, we got leaf spring done. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. To me, those nice big hoods are like canvases. You can see everything with them.
Yes, looking good.
Thank you, thank you. Cool, I did 3 of them. I painted the wrong thing. That's okay, they're easy to repaint. Alright, we need this one and one more. And another struggle I've been having is someone also requested that I do a charger for like DOMs and Fast and Furious. And my purist at heart there when it comes to these older vehicles, yeah, I realize it's just a game, but still. And if it's numbers matching running motor, I tend to not really change them, we'll say, per se. I just kind of put the car into this parking and worry about it at a later date. And every charger I found, the motor would fire up, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And so I had to find one with no motor. In my opinion, I think I overspent on it, but it is what it is. And yeah, I finally found the charger for that one, which I'm hoping to get done in.
Problem here.
Sometimes that's a good problem to have, though. Like, see, I understand why, you know, guys put LS motors in their Ford Mustangs, because they want to go fast. On the cheap, you know what I mean? I'm not saying Ford motors ain't cheap, it's just, you know, they're a little bit more expensive versus an LS motor, you know what I mean? Because a lot of LS motors, you know, you could make a fair bit of power on a stock bottom end. You don't really got to upgrade the bottom end to it. Versus, you know, this goes for, you know, the old small block Chevys, big block Chevys. Well, not so much big blocks, I guess, but small blocks, Mopars as well. You know, if you want to make the power, you need to do the bottom end as well. And with the LS motors, though, you don't really have to do the bottom end on them. So, unless you're making, you know, 4-digit numbers, then yeah, by all means, redo the bottom end of the motor. Because it ain't going to last otherwise. There's one of your wheels right there. But I ain't got to worry about it because they're already on rubbers. So, all right, let's see. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna take this. Yeah. All right, I think we're almost done with the colors. And then we're going to strip the motor, or take the motor out of the car, strip the car down, bring over a handy dandy little welder, fix that up, and while we're doing that, you know, we're going to build the motor. Alright, where are you here? Right there. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for this for now. Alright, perfect. Let's see, like, it is a complete numbers matching motor to the car. I was like, I can't do this. And every charger, I got like 3 of them that I picked up over the last week and a half. And they all the motors ran in them. Sure, for granted I had to get it from the auction, but then I found this beaut. Blank canvas. So I don't mind changing the motor on it. So there's that one. This is another little toy here I've been working on. My BMW M4.
Right, it's crazy.
And then we got another subscriber's request is the CUDA. And well, this car only takes one motor, the 426 Hemi. So we're just gonna pull this one and either build it in the stream or just buy a new motor for it, we'll say, and then build that as well. So this is going to be going plum crazy purple. The Charger will be going black, and this should be burgundy when we're done with it. So we're going to strip this all down. Oh, lights are right out of there. Cool. One last part I got to remove. All right, let's get this old steering wheel out of here. Alright, let's get the trunk lid off, get the tail lights out. Come on, bumper, you're next. The gloss. The side glass. Alright. Perfect. Body is stripped down. Alright, we need that one. This. Let's start with the split drive shaft here. I just don't understand why that would be stripped, but sure. Or split, I mean, not stripped. Alright. Bye-bye, wheel. Yeah, because see, if you look right, like there's your wheels right there, these 4. But you can see I've tried them in different sizes and such, and the only ones I could seem to get to fit are these ones, and they're not able to do the ET20s on them because it just sticks out too far and it cuts right into the body line. So In my opinion, they don't look right. Not that size anyway. So I shrunk them down just a bit. They're still 25s, but I just shrunk them down on different settings. That's all. You're still getting 25s on here. All right. The leaf spring is almost ready to disappear. Let's get this plate out of here. Spring, you're next. Facial. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what this car is going to look like as well, so. Because I kind of strayed away from my normal color schemes on this one, so. Very curious to see how it turns out. Spin this around here. Backing plate, rear knuckle housing, perfect. Let's jump up here to the front. Another nickname for this car is called the Boat Tail Riviera. And that's because the back end of it's, well, the car's the size of a boat, but it's more like a land yacht. But the back end is kind of sloped and swooped like a boat. I don't know why I'm going over here, but we are. Cool. Let's bring back over here. Yeah, this is one of the cars on my bucket list. I got a few of them. I guess I should move the shock first, huh? Sometimes it might help. I know just about every car that we're going to be working on today is on my bucket list. The difference is, instead of me doing the Dom's Charger, mine's going to be the General E, if I ever get a 69 Charger. I remember back when I first started watching the Dukes of Hazzard way back 100 years ago. Well, not that long, but you know, you could still pick up a restorable charger for somewhere around $5 grand, a little bit less. I know there was one up here where I live. Made a bit of work, but not too much. I mean, it needed to be repaired, restored. But I remember there was a 68 charger up here. Wasn't the 69, but 68 is up here for $2,200 for sale. And this was before that craze hit. I don't understand. It seems like everybody has to have a charger now. I don't get it. I mean, they're different cars. They're unique cars. They have a lot of movie history. But I don't know if they'd actually handle good and drive good. Maybe with a few $1,000s in suspension components, maybe, at that point. But me, I'm more of a truck guy. I love me my pick-em-up trucks. You're always in the way. Moretto welder. Alright. The motor is out. I had to make sure I moved the windshield. The wipers are there. Alright. Ooh, 1,050. Yeah, let's repair it. Before we head into the back, let's assemble some shocks. Perfect. It's fixed. Cool. Oh, that was a wall. I'll be charger motor. Actually, that burgundy turned out, the color actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be really, really dark on here, but actually it's decently light, to be honest. Alright, let's put the camshaft in. Put the distributor in. See, it's already chrome, that's why I didn't bother messing with it. Alright, I'm going to put these on. Clip these. Why did I just do that? There we go. Back on top again. Alright, let's put the crankshaft in now. Alright. Now we're going to put the piston rings in. I mean, it's been a minute since I built one of these supercharged motors. Something's acting up a little funny. Although I did turn up the speed for the pointer there, so. Also the switching of the camera and like moving around and stuff, I turned that up a little bit faster. Make it a little bit easier. Almost time to put the old pan on after this last rod cap gets put on. Alright, clutch plate, pressure plate, and now the clutch bearing. Alright, now it's time we flip this. Put on the fuel filter, cam gear, timing chain. There we go, time cover. Alright, now we'll put on the crank pulley. Now we got to put on the belt A. No, belt B, pardon me, my bad. Alright, now we're going to do the cylinder heads. Wrong one. There we go. Huh. That actually makes the push rods really stand out. Good job on the color. It's good color choice. Yeah, definitely put this car in the fleet. And with the joys of it being a live stream today, I'm not limited on time. I don't know about running this car specifically on the drag strip, but I can at least put it down some numbers anyway. I'm not rushed to get stuff done and the allotted time for him. There we go. Now the long tube. Perfect. Switch on over here. All right. Come on, little pusher, get in there. There we go. Now the rockers. Now, there we go. All right, last rocker. I'm gonna put the head cover on. Now put the spoke plugs in. Put those beautiful chrome plug wires on. I don't think so.
Very clean.
It does. It does look very clean. But those chrome plug wires, they just set that off completely. This is what you call a showpiece right here. Something that you clean up, bring it to the show, and win some awards with it. In my honest opinion, that's what they should honestly do for this, is put in an online, almost like a car show, we'll say, and we'll have, you know, subscribers like yourselves, you know, vote on the different vehicles that are in the show and see which one gets best to show, you know, most original. I think it'd be something interesting for this. There we go. Your motor is built. Right there. Now we go over here. We're going to leave that motor there so it doesn't get in the way. We're going to put this up and away. Now we're going to put in some stuff on the bottom here, see? Put in the fuel pump. Alright, now we're going to put in the differential. Now the leaf spring. The plate. And now the U-bolts. Jumping the gun there, jumping the gun. Let's put in some little bushings. Got another one back here to put in. Alright, now we're going to put the shock. I'm starting to think maybe I should have did the shock burgundy. Because it really sets it off so you can see that. That's chrome, and the rest of it doesn't look like it. Oh well. It is what it is. Man, did I find a sale on... Alright. Well, that's interesting. What wheels put on here? Alright, let's see. There they are right there. They're all the same. 215, 60, 25s. And now, if you look right here, you see like how there's like no gap here at all. And then, you know, there's a little bit of a gap here on the rear. That's the reason why I wasn't able to do the 80s or the 20s. The 20 extension. I could have, because it's got the space up here for it, but it just doesn't have the space at the wheel well here, so. You still got yourself some 25s on it though. Keep it clean, that's right. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to jump on over here to this side. Alright, I'm going to put in the rear little bushing. I wonder why I got so many axles. Makes the person wonder. Alright, I'm going to put the leaf spring plate in.
The wheel's perfect fit.
Yeah, and there's a lot of trial and error on that one. A lot of trial and error. Alright, now I need to see how many of these I actually have. Oh, I only got... Dang, I almost got enough for all the cars I gotta build today. Huh. I need one more. Darn it, I shorted myself. And basically, the order that they're gonna be done is more or less the order that they're in right now. This one, and then the CUDA, and then garage entrance A, right over there, is the charger that we will also be working on. So, just gotta somehow get up here. I don't know how, it won't let me. Ah, there we go. Alright. Okay, I did do it correct. Okay, never mind. I had to do it just a little bit different up here. Because if I would have did the crossmember chromey silver, it would have been just way too much. But now, there's a little bit of a break in it with the maroon, the burgundy, maroon, same, in my opinion, almost the same color. Actually, no, maroon's a darker red. This has got more of a purpley hue in it. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I got no problems with it. Nice looking color. Alright, now I'm going to put in the lower control arm. And now the other tie rod. I'm going to put in the sway bar end link B to the front. And then we are going to go and put in the shock. Now the upper control arm. Backing plate, front wheel hub. Now the wheel hub bearing. Dust cap. Now the brake rotor, which are these ones. Pads. Now the caliper. Perfect. So the fronts had a little bit more room to it, but still it's something this specific size. I could have made the front a lot bigger, like actual size, but the problem is then you're going to be sitting there and it's going to look like a squatted truck. And I'm not really a fan of squatted vehicles. Alright, And then once we're done with this front corner, then we'll get the motor. So I'm thinking before we put the motor in, we're going to paint it. Yeah, that's right, I did that. I figure this car should be around 950 to upwards of 1,000 horsepower, somewhere around there. Okay, just enough room. Just enough. Alright, now we're going to take this off the lift. We're going to go throw this at the paint shop. Alright, before we do anything with the body, put some seats and stuff in here, shall we? Ah, see, I figured I already bought them. I already bought all the interior. Huh, would have ever thunk? Alright, there's the interior. Alright, let's try to fire this old girl up. There's no oil in the engine. Oh, okay, well, let's go put oil in the engine. There's no engine. They should have said, you're missing your engine. Not, there's no oil in the engine. Ay. Did I actually buy? I got a front fender and the hood. Oh, got all the pieces right here. Alrighty, start with the front fender. Now the hood, which is already that color. The bumper. The headlight. Oh wait, I still gotta do something to make the body complete. L G D. Perfect. There, it's yours. I got all the pieces on. Should be at 100 now, right? Body's at 95. Why are you at 95? Oh, that's why you're at 95. There we go. 5%. Alright. There should be. Nah. Alright. And now we're going to bring you back over to car lift A. It doesn't look too bad. And now it's not dark like some other vehicles, but you know, it gives a nice little smoke tint to it. Put that back. I'll pop this up. Bring this over. And just look at the size of that hood. See, look at the back, kind of looks like a boat. My opinion, they stole this design, in my honest opinion, from the Corvette. And the C2 Corvettes. I believe it was from 62 to 67. Alright, anywho. Enough about that. Onward and downward, you know what I mean? Man, that white silhouette really pops with this burgundy. I kind of like it. I like it a lot. See, every 10 cars, leveled up. I'm figuring something about every 10 cars, and I'm going to take every color of all the vehicles. I'm going to build something incorporating all the colors. Just not entirely sure how, like, for instance, this color and orange are supposed to go together. Still struggling with that idea right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up right now before we put the motor in it, so we don't get brake fluid all over the motor. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to be going and Alright. It's kind of nice doing a live stream. I'm not rushing. Alright, I think we've basically got everything there. Now we go get this. Excuse me here, folks.
I thought that was a slot machine.
No, that would be the home phone. That was the wife calling me. I know it kind of sounds like it, eh? But the motor is in the car. I'm going to top it up with some oil. Clean that up. No mess. Let's go up here to the front of the car. Put some of the green goo in. Clean that up too. Don't always make messes. Ah, yes, I can see the level. Ain't gonna be making a mess at this one. Although it is possible, because I have done it before. Da-da-da. Alright. Close this down. Alright. He's almost done with it. Alright, now the drive shaft. In all fairness, what am I missing? Oh. I knew that. Alright, now we're going to bring this over here to the test path. There it should be, 100%. Right across the board. It's worth 80 grand. And I think real ones that are restored are worth more, but who knows. Ah, yes, you can still see what I'm talking about right here on how it cuts in. Even these ones are... On the back, it's okay. But the fronts, it's... Maybe I couldn't go larger. You can see how it cuts in. I don't know how that's going to affect nothing. But... Let's drop this down. Perfect. Let's go get the wheels.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it did turn out very good, actually. I'm quite impressed with it. Alright. Now, time for you to go to the vroom vroom room. Alright, let's do a little bit of tweaking in here before. Alright, we got a 3.0 gear in here. Let's bump this up to, I don't know, 373 would probably be good to start with. Perfect. It's only going to have 4-speed in it, so for now anyway. Let's see if we can't do a little bit of tweaking and tuning on here. Alright, that one works I guess for now. .9, we're into 1.2. Alright, so we're at a 2.4% increase in power. Alright, are you sure you want to proceed with the dyno test? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we want to proceed. Alright. The factory power is 537 ponies at 4,300 RPM and 744 pound-feet of torque at 2,800 RPM. Let's see how much we've increased it by. There she goes. Alright, quite impressive power numbers actually. And the new horsepower is 1,036 at 4,300 RPM, an increase of 499 horsepower or 93%. Torque is 1,419 pound-feet at 2,800 RPM. I mean, it produces a lot of torque at a low number. And that's an increase of 675 pound-feet at 91%, or 91%. The drag rating is an A at 413. Dang, those fans are loud. Alright, Tupac Legend, there's your Riviera. I have to say, I'm very impressed with the way it turned out. Alright, I'll bring this back over here. then we're going to swap this one with the Barracuda. And then we're going to swap this one with the Dodge Charger RT.
Thank you, 100 points.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being a subscriber. Yeah, actually it turned out not bad. Doesn't have that ripple in it that it normally has either. How did I fix that? Alright, what's going on here? Something's not right here. It doesn't have that orange peel look to it that it did earlier. I mean, probably if we were to look. Yeah, you can kind of see it, but even still, that's not bad. Alright. On to the next one. Into the shop we go. Hello, Mr. Kuda. I have a special request for you today. Plum Crazy Purple is where you're going. Alright, let's see. Get this bumper off. Alright, let's see. Headlights are off. Yeah, we don't need that. No bumper? We got robbed of a bumper. Oh well. One less piece I gotta take off. Alright. Now, before we go any further, this motor definitely don't run. It's no good. Can't use it. It's missing pieces. Gotta build a new motor. Yep. So, I wonder. Over here. Perfect. All right. Oh, that sucks. All right, gotta bring the whole car in here. Son of a biscuit. But that's okay because we got the hood, so that's gonna help out drastically when it comes time to, or for getting the colors. So, darn it. This color, I think so. Or is this color right here you're talking about? Definitely ain't gonna be doing Panther Pink, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure this is plum. Yeah, this is Plum Crazy. You said purple though. Ooh, it's bronzy color. Alright. However, we are going to be tweaking this up just a bit. Maybe not that much. Yeah, let's go 50 here. I'm going to bring this one up to there. I am, like I said, I am going to be altering the color here. I want it nice and shiny. And we're going to bump it up just a little bit on the hue. Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. It looks more blue. There we go. Yeah. I think we'll bring this one up to back up to 50. And then we can bring this one back just a bit. Alright, custom one-off color. Hope that's what you're looking for. Comes back over here, car lift A. And now, whew, that's not what he was looking for. But that looks blue. And that's where I'm stuck right now. Unless maybe this is the one. Huh? There we go. That's purple. It ain't plumb crazy purple, I'll tell you that much. That one that they have looked blue. Just give me a second here. Alright. So I kind of made a list. Of the ones I'm planning on doing today. So this one, plum crazy purple, engine completely purple, all other parts black. Okay. All right. Now we're going to strip this down. All right. Alrighty. Now I've got to get the little bushings out for this. And then she will be getting a 426 Hemi with the shaker hood scoop on it. Kind of excited for that, to be honest. Then, you know, I had to spray it a time or two. Alright, and take out this little bushing. Alright, let's get these brake shoes off. The wheel cylinder out of here. Alright. Get the shock. Differential. Work our way up to the front. Perfect. I really wish I could put actually a supercharged motor in this car. Because then I would build one with a supercharged motor. The Challenger you can, but you can't do it in this one. Ah, see, it's still connected on the other side. How beautiful is that? What? It's still connected on this side too. Well, who would have ever thunk? Alright, let's get this off. Come on now, man. Get out of there. Alright, now can I take this off? Sure I can. 17 million volts later, but you know it's all good. There we go. And now this. And now this. And now this. Alright. Now I may be altering the color just a bit. Just a bit. Wow, both wheel hubs came off without spray. I feel like that may be coming back to bite me in the butt later on. I just has it a feeling. Alright, run on over here. Bring this over so we can yank that big beautiful Hemi out of there. Let's bring this over too because I'm getting tired of looking at rust. This car deserves better than that. Alright. Alright, I think we're ready to yank the motor. Alright, now we gotta buy some parts. Now, before we go any further, let's give one of them, give one of them. And everything else is still basically standard. Yeah. And then the push rods are OHVF. Rockers are their own. Alright. I'm going to dump these motors into here. Oh, wrong one. Let's see, we'll put this one in there, put this one in there. Good enough for this kid. Good enough for me. Alright, now we're going to buy some engine parts. Alright, now, as far as I can remember, maybe it doesn't. Or does it have a separate hood scoop for the shaker? Pretty sure it has a separate hood scoop for the shaker. I know this would be the one for the actual Hemi. The shaker one I think is different. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's different. Alright, first things first, we're just going to get all the engine parts that we need. And then we are going to build the motor. Well, paint it, then build it. And then, yeah. Where's my Hemi crankshaft? Oh, Mr. Hemi, there you are. I think it's this one. I've been known to be wrong in the past. So. At least the Mopar stuff's easier to find, you know, it's all bright orange. Here I am! And then the head covers are this one and this one. I think the most expensive ones is the Hemis. Nope, never mind. I take that one back. Holy smoke, $783 for this one. Wow. That's expensive, man. Holy smokes. Alright. Fuel tank. We need one of them. I think I already got a couple. But, you know, never hurts to have extra. Oil filter is going to be this one. Oil pan. Gee, I wonder which one's the oil pan. I wonder if I can find it. The rings, well, it's a given, right? It's a Hemi, so we would at least require Hemi rings. The fan on this thing is going to be the radiator fan B. Radiator C. Power steering reservoir. That's a heavy motor. Let's see what else we need. Where are they? Right here. Need 2 of those, 8 of these. Where's my Hemi belts? No, there's one. A. And then B. Gotcha. Ah, right there. Shakers. I have to do a little more investigating on that one. Timing chain. V8 OHVF for the Hemi. I don't understand why, but we'll just use the Chevy one in there. Timing car. Gee, could this be it? No, not that. Type F, right there. Need 16 of these. And then we need a water pump. I think we found one, man. Perfect. Like I said, right now we're only doing the motor. That's it. And then we'll get the rest of the parts as we go. Shaker. But what's the base for it, though? Oh, there it is. How come I couldn't find it sooner? Huh. So, page 2. Wow. Alright. I feel like, yeah. Alright, we need this alternator. Where's my Hemi camshaft, man? I understand stuff's being difficult on me today, man, but come on. Alright. Carburetor A for the Hemi. I don't see anything specifically for shakers, so we'll use that one. And then where are my hemispherical heads? I know you here. Where are you? There's one. And there's 2. And then we need ourselves the Hemi exhaust. But not just any Hemi. This Hemi. Alrighty, I need the... Oh, too far. Coil, distributor. I need the distributor cap. And where's my Hemi plug was? There they are. Now where's my Hemi intake? Is that the only one? There's the 6.1, V8 Hemi, 392 Hemi, the 345, which is the... Yeah. I think that's the 340 stroked 30 over. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one. So that is the one we shall get. Put some Hemi V8 piston connecting rods in. And I want to say this is going to be it. Oh, is right here. So why don't we just go ask the car? Car, what kind of power steering pump do you have? V8 OHV, like I was figuring. Alright, now this motor, you only need 8 plugs. You build the 392, you better be buying 16 of them, because it's going to take 16 spark plugs. Yeah. I can't make this stuff up, man. I really can't. Okay, now we need to get back into here. And then figure out what these pipes are. Probably OHV-B, if I had to guess. Oh, OHV-A. Cool. I was wrong. Yay. Story of my life. But that's okay. Alright. To the paint shop we go. Now the reason why I'm doing this separately is because the motor's to be done all in purple. And, you know what? That did turn out purple. Son of a biscuit. Alright, well. Everything else in the car is going to be black, so. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess maybe this is the color we will use. Ooh, fancy. Now, is that a glossy black or is that the satin black? Alright, we got ourselves a glossy black. Perfect. Well, not everything on the motor is going to be purple. Not everything. Close, but not quite. Alright, I'm going to take this. Now, the reason why I always alter the color, it's not the fact I don't like the original color. It's the fact is that if I were to just say to use any random color and didn't alter it, then, and maybe this is just my game, I don't know, but what happens is ends up putting that color every time I use it. Like it'll wipe out my entire color palette. You know what I mean? It's very, very, very frustrating at times. That is most definite. So, it is what it is. Alright, let's see here what we got going on here. Alrighty, alright. Okay, my bad. When I painted the hood earlier, it looked like it was blue. But this is the purple, the first one. Strange. Strange, strange things, I tell you. Yeah. You can thank me later. Man, I already got me a distributor cap. Man, we're styling on parts today. Cause see, if I did the purple with like everything, like the whole engine purple, you wouldn't see the spark plug wires. I'm sorry, I like to be able to see my plug wires. All right, now we're gonna do this one right here, purple too. And then that's all done. All right. black oil filter it is. I'm game for that. All other parts black. Okay. And I'll do the alternator and the power steering pump black, and the valve covers black. Distributor cap black. And I'm hoping it turns out to the vision I have in my mind. I'm hoping anyway. Normally, this is black. And I'm thinking we're gonna do it black. Because that is just too dark of the purple versus the rest of it. It'll work out. It always does. It's another showpiece here we're building by the looks of it. Oh, wait. Nope. There. You gotta have a little bit of separation on the motor. A little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. Alright. Let's go build ourselves a Hemi. Where's my orange motors? So you got the regular 426 Hemi if you look at the air filter on top. And then you got the shaker. Well, we's a building a shaker. Huh. Can't say I've ever seen purple try to fight itself for purple. It boogles my mind. Hey man, get out of there. You are not the required component. You are the required component. Alright, I'm going to swing around. I'm going to put this one in here just like this. Perfection. I'll put the fuel filter on. There we go. Let's put the old camshaft in. The old cam gear. Alright, let's put the old crankshaft in. I don't know why I'm calling it the old crankshaft because everything's brand new. If I'm not mistaken, there's a CUDA that's worth 7 figures, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure one went across Bear Jackson auction block, and this is what started the Mopar craze. There's supposedly a 101 CUDA that went across the auction block, and that's like 3 million or something. Or 2 point something million. It's a ridiculously high number. But I understand why these ones are expensive, because these CUDAs are very rare. Like, there's not many of them left on the road, like very few, and the ones that are on the road, they're not really on the road, if you get what I'm saying. Like, they're kept away. But that one that went across the Barrett Jackson auction block, that one was numbers matching all original. In beautiful shape, like as if there was a time capsule that took it right off the showroom floor. Stored in a climate-controlled garage. Alright, old pan you up next. There we go. The bottom has been sealed. kind of neat if the cars you build and sell, if you actually got them back for maintenance and stuff on them. That'd be pretty sweet. I mean, like say, if I were to sell the CUDA and somebody else comes in, or whoever buys it brings back, you know, twice a year, 3 times a year for an oil change, whatever, you know, I think that would look kind of cool. Ah, yes, there we go. So I did grab the right one. Okay. Alright, you can go in there. I'll put you on too. No, not you yet. Not you yet. I should have, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put this on. Alright, I'll put the power steering pump on. Perfect. Alrighty. I think we're ahead of it, man. Alright, now we'll put a belt on. Belt B. Let's put belt A on. And I'll put a radiator fan on. Perfect, just like that. Beautiful. I'm going to rotate this around, put those big elephant heads on. Now, before I put push rods in, I'm going to be putting the spark plugs in. I don't really want to fight around the rockers to put the plugs in after the fact, because I was an idiot and didn't do them first. Alright, now we're going to do the push rods. Alright, last one. After this, put the rockers on. And now I put the valve covers on, the head covers. Now let's put the headers on. Alright, now we're going to switch over to this side. Cylinder head on. Again, spark plugs are going first. And then the push rods, rockers, valve cover. And then you'll be able to see why the valve cover is black instead of purple. Okay. Now you can see the plug wires better. And then, if I were to do all this purple, and then, you know, it would really, in my honest opinion, it would look like mush. It would just all blend together, you know. No real contrast, we'll say. Alright, I'm going to put... I see. Where's the lid for it? Huh. You're not going to see it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, perfect. Motor is done. There's your hammy, man. Right there, man. Alright. Now, let's give this a quick little fix up. And now we're going to bring this to the paint shop. Hey man, how'd that steering wheel get in there? I didn't call that in there. Alright, anywho, let's put the CU right there. The bench for the CUDA. And then we need the seats for the CUDA. CUDA seats, where are you? There you are. Thank you. And now we need the tough wheel. Where you at, man? You're tough. Why you hiding? There it is. Alright, now we need to go into the this, that too. Maybe one of them. I could use that. That'd be kind of sweet. That'd be helpful. Same with this, and this, and this, and that. Oh yeah, we need one of them. One of them, one of them, one of them, one of them. Yeah, I honestly wonder. Since the very first time I started playing Car Mechanic Simulator 21, back in 23, 22, I got it just after it came out. And I started recording almost, well, a couple of years later. I wonder how much money I've spent in these stores. I really often wonder that. Because if you really sit here and think about it, like I got... I got a few. And this is just one profile. I got 4 profiles on here. I got some cars. And that's why I took a break away from doing videos with this, because I was just more or less burnt out. Like, I wasn't really much more I could build. Like, my mind wasn't really allowing me to be creative. And a while back, I asked for the subscribers to give me some input on it, and I guess the right ones weren't subscribed, I guess we could say. And I got no feedback on it. And you beautiful peeps, well, y'all are re-inspired me again. I'm very well thankful for that. But now, at the same time, I'm not burning myself out. And yeah, I come on here and mess around like with the BMW and stuff like that, but I'm not on here building like I used to. Because personally, let you guys design this stuff. Let you guys tell me what to build. It's actually more of a challenge, because to make sure that I don't screw it up like I'm often good at doing. Oh wait, ooh, we need the hockey puck for the hockey stick graphics. I don't want the billboard. Is this seriously only the billboard? Oh no. Should I do white or black? That's normally the color it's on. That's normally the yellows. Yeah. Let's match it. Alright. Bring this back over here to car lift day. Alright. Now, what we need to do is we need to buy some more parts. Because now, what is it? Knuckle C and cross member E? D. Okay. Now's the good part, the fun part. Seeing the creation as it's built. Yada. 12 big bushings. 4 little bushings. I only need one of them because I already got 2 other ones. And come down here because it's got drum brakes on the rear. We need the wheel hub 4. If it was disc brake, it would be wheel hub 3. And if it was a rear mounted engine, you would need this one. Like for instance, the Pagani's or the Lambo or the Ferrari, they use the rear axle knuckle cover. Yeah. Hey man, I didn't write the book on this stuff. But in my opinion, they could do a little bit better on certain things. Like, for instance, I've been slowly also finding cars that are a representation of, you know, the old TV show or YouTube show, Roadkill. Some of y'all may know that one. And I started building the Rotson. That was the second or third one I built. And the problem is, I'm stuck with the 6-cylinder, or the 4-cylinder. Yeah. 6-cylinder, yeah. And it sucks because I'd like to take and, you know, put one of the Ford 302s in that and put a turbo on it and stuff like that. And I think they look kind of cool, you know. Build it just like it. But that's not the way the cookie crumbles. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's make sure we ain't got no other parts in here. No, we do not. Perfection. I said paint parts, man. Why these guys always go? He said black for all this rest of it. Okay. I can dig that. I can work with that. I really can. However, there will be a few pieces and components there that, you know, put a little bit of purpleness to. Make it our own. You know what I mean? Alright, got that. Got that. We already got the clip bees in, so I ain't got to worry about that one. Alright, let's do the... Oh! Okay. Makes my job a lot easier. Alright, let's see. Let's make purple spring. Why not? Why not? Let's do a purple spring. I think we're going to go black with this. Pretty sure it's the right box anyway. Would it surprise me if I was wrong? Not in the least. Not in the least. See? It's weird. It's on the hood. It looks blue. Strange. Oh, I thought we were going to have to end this here. Oh boy, that would have not been good. We'll go. Yeah, we don't want this one. We want to do this. Yeah. Alright, and after we're done with this CUDA, I'm going to take a quick break after this. Get something to drink and stuff like that. But this will be after the car's put together. Alright. See, once I get back in the rhythm of things, you know, it doesn't seem like it takes as long. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. I don't know. Alright. I believe the next thing would have been the leaf spring axle. Axle? Right there. Let's see, the next car we get to have a little bit of fun with. Because it's Dom's Charger from Fast and Furious, and well... I forgot the front of the bumper? Uh-oh. I think we need a better bumper. Yeah, that's right. The shocks are purple. Shocks are purple, man. Alright, what else we got cooking up in here? We're good there. Alright, I wasn't given any direction on wheels, but if I had to guess, I'm going to say probably the Plymouth Cuda wheels. Yeah. And the beauty of it is, I don't got to paint them because they're already chrome. What is up with this? I need to clean the thing booth here. Look at how grungy. Perfect. Up, and away you go. Alright, first things first, let's put the differential in. Oh, I screwed up. Okay. Yes. Yes. There we go. Screw up fixed. Alright, let's put the leaf spring in. Let's put the little bushings in. Whoa, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. That is not supposed to be that color. Why did I get that purple? It should have been black. Am I really slipping? There. Now I got it. Alright. Let's try this one again, shall we? First things first, let's put these rear pipes in since they go above the axle. Yep. Just like that. Just like that, man. Just like that. Now, there we go. Now we got the right color. At least I hope we do anyway. Alright, now we're going to put in the little bushings. Two per side for a total of 4. Alright, let's put the plates in. Perfect. There. I mean, just a little bit of contrast. Just a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Alright, let's put the wheel hub 4 backing plate on. We're sticking the wheel cylinder, the brake shoe, the axle, .31 spline axles is what we're going to call it. I don't know why these wheels are on here, but we will be using the Roadrunner wheels. Alright, let's see something here. 215, 70, 15. It looks like they just sit inside. So if I were to go a 235, 60, 15? Alright, I'm going to go over here. So this one. Yeah. 115. You know what? Let's go 245. 60, 15. Alright, now we're going to do it like so. I personally don't understand why they say these are Roadrunner wheels when just about every Mopar, especially Plymouth, used these back in the day. these are what the Corvette wheel is to, you know, Corvette. Huh. Huh. What are the odds? Nailed it first try. Nailed it! Okay, so that's the rear. Alright. Now I'm going to go 15, 245. Anything wider than that ain't going to work. 60, 15. I'm going to go 2, 15. And I want just a little bit of rake on it. And I need 3 wheels. Are you gonna wheels right here? Alright, 2, 1.3, 15. Perfect. Alright, and now I'm gonna put this one, and we're gonna mix it with the 215, 60, 15. So it's a little bit smaller of a wheel. A little bit smaller. When I do the 245, you really be able to, I actually heard the clicks this time. And when I put the 245 together, you're really going to see a difference. I mean, you can definitely see a difference. Not much of one, but some is better than none, right? Right. Alright, now, click back in right here, swing ourselves around, let's put the middle mufflers on. But this is okay because now I believe I'm going to have pipes for that one over there. So it all worked out in the end, you know, it's all good. Little bushings, here you go. Perfect. Now we're going to put in the lower plate. Come on, purple U-bolts. No. We're not doing that one. We're not doing that one either. Alright, now we're going to work on the outside. Rear axle knuckle B housing. You know, in a way I wish I would have gotten a computer instead of a PS5. Because I could have probably got myself a pretty decent computer for the amount of money I put into the PS5. But it's just because of the options, you know. Like, the PC's got the update where you can put multiple vehicles out there and not just the 3 in front of the doors. I really like that feature for this. Huh. Oh. 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 I painted the wrong one, didn't I? Nope, didn't paint one at all. There we go. We're good. We're good. It's got some pretty nice meats on the back of it. All tucked in nicely. Not right at the leaf spring. Cool. Maybe we should put the fuel tank in. What do y'all think? And we'll put the fuel pump in too. Perfection. Jump our way up here to the front. Let's skip across the pond here. Perfect. Alright, put in the bushings. We got the bigger bushings. Beautiful. Last bigger bushing. Put a cross member anyway. I still got 8 more. Both lowers and an upper. And both uppers. Not downers, uppers. Alright, put the upper control arm in. Alright, outer tie rod. Tighten that down. I'm going to put in the lower control arm. I'm going to put in the shock. Now, please do keep in mind, we got that motor already built. It's sitting back over there looking pretty. At least I think it is. Huh. Alright, who swiped my motor? Man, that thing had a Hemi in it, man. We need our motor back, man. Nah, it's still back there. Or did I take it? No, I don't have it yet. Not yet, man. It'll be coming shortly, though. Because then once we're done with the front, then let's see, I'm probably going to do another video. Not live stream, but video. And what it's going to be is I'm going to take all the cars minus the Ford F-350 because they tend to lose on the drag strip. The fast trucks in here, especially if we dial it in, but it's just too heavy. Let's see, for me to put all these cars on the strip, I need to change and put slicks on all the rear tires, or all the drive tires. Because they don't want me to lose anymore because I got my secret weapon. At least I think I have it built here. I can't remember. It's a special car, you know what I mean? Alright. Ooh. Fancy. Alright, I need this. Ooh, that's gonna sit right. It's gonna sit the way a CUDA should. Come on over here. Let's put this around. Perfect. Let's go put the motor in the car. I guess first maybe we should put everything under the hood of the car first, since there'll be like no room once that big huge motor's in here. That was my thought process anyway. Alright. Let's see, the underneath is done. The interior is done. The body is most definitely done. I'm just gonna make some custom plates here. But yeah, I wrote down what you all have spoken in regards to the vehicles. I think after this after this episode or live stream, I think I should be right up with you guys now. I think I'm up to date on all of them. I don't have a battery, so I can't. But if I go to try to start with the batteries, can tell me there ain't got no oil in it. I know this because I've already done it. But like, here's the part that gets me. There is no oil in the engine. You cannot perform this action. I tried to start it, right? Wouldn't you think it would tell you that there's no engine in here to start? Wouldn't that be, a little tidbit of information there? Strange, I tell you. This Hemi's getting heavy. Alright, I'm going to take this off. This off. I'm not going to be able to see putting oil in the motor. And you know what, to be honest, I'll probably leave that off until we're done putting all the fluids in anyway. Wipe that down. Alright. Put some polystyrene fluid in. Alright, let's put some green goop coolant in. Yeah, since we're living in, or it's in Arizona, we don't need to put any antifreeze in. We just need to put some coolant in it to help keep it cool on the hot, balmy 120 degree days, you know what I mean? That'd be my guess anyway, that's what it would be. I honestly don't have a clue. Alright. Hey, where'd you come from? I needed you 20 minutes ago, man. You're late to the program. There we go. There we go. Two bolts in, put the cover on. Boom. The reason why they call it the shaker is because when the car's motor or the engine's running, it actually shakes back and forth. That's why they call it the shaker. In my opinion, they should change the name to it and call it the Dale Earnhardt. Because when you see this thing rolling up behind you, man, it makes you think, do I really want to race that or no? Because these cars are pretty dominant, supposedly, back in the day on the street. Excuse me? Did I? Never mind. Okay. Back to the paint shop. I told you I'd forget something. I'm good at doing that. Ah, son of a biscuit. Bought the wrong one. Why did I buy this one? I don't get it. I knew that was the one. Long day. Lack of sleep. Basically been up since about 6 o'clock, 6:30 this morning, so I'm a little tired, a little wired, and it's all good. It's my own stupidity. Alright, let's put the starter in. Alright, let's put that pipe on, this pipe, put the drive shaft in, and in theory, this thing should be ready to rock and roll, I think. I need the battery. Interior. What? What? What do you mean interior? Huh, man. Am I missing something here? Ah, did I forget to clean the interior? I could figure. And so I had to bring the car all the way over to the paint shop. I got my cleaning kit here that cost me money. Oh, no, wait, I forgot. Cost you money until you get the paint or the car wash day. Huh. Well, this one on the interior. Or did I put used parts back on? That would not surprise. Oh, that'll do it. Gonna do the boot it. There we go. Alright, and they also said front bumper too. I need to put a front bumper on. But that's all good. Now, battery, front plate, rear plate. Okay. Ooh, look at the price on that. $103,000. Woo-wee. I found this one in the junkyard. They returned Rex to Relics. Hey, there's a name for a new series, or a name on a shirt. Rex to Relics. Huh. Pretty neat. Alright, I think we are done now. 90. I need a battery. I need a battery, man. I'll buy one extra for good measure. Alright, let's put this over there. Alright, now let's bring this over to the test path. Now, does it run? Put it neutral. We call that the pistol grip shifter because it's actually shaped like a pistol grip. Alright, start. That's not bad. Sounds pretty stout. I might have to say. I might have to say. Man, that looks alright. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, let's drop this down a little bit. Then we're going to slide to the left a little bit. I guess maybe we should do the other one too, huh? Maybe, sometimes that might work. Alright, now let's straighten out the wheels. Make sure everything's all aligned properly. Them rears are way out on the driver's side. Oh, wrong way. There we go. We're figuring it out. Alright. Now let's go bring this over to the dyno. I mean, that looks good. But you see what I mean? The rake? How the front end's just a little bit lower than the rear. That's the way it should look. Okay, the front end should never, ever, unless it's a gasser, should never sit higher than the rear. Never. This one, let's see. I'm gonna go 411 or 410, 411. Yeah, we'll go 411. No, that don't want to work with me. Come on, man. Hey, I saw that 3. You see that 3? Negative 3? How do I get plus 3? Anybody knows any tips and tricks on how to do this? Let me know, please. Because I struggle with something fierce on this. Well, 1.2 seems to be my magical number.
What steering wheel is in the car you made for me?
Should be the chrome one. I went and bought double of the interior by accident. It's in there, right there. Right there. And that is the steering wheel 4. Pretty sure that's the one you requested. Yep. Steering wheel 4. Yep, that's the one. Why I ran all the way around the building, to be honest. I could just go boop. Take a little shortcut.
Yup, awesome.
Yep. Alright, just gonna double check. 511. That's all done. Awesome. 2.4. I don't know. Do I want to proceed with the dyno? What do you guys think? Crap. Broke my phone. Alright. I don't know why they asked. Do you want to proceed? No, I'm only clicking on it because I can, you know. Alright. Factory power, 4.25 horse at 4,800 RPM and 490 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. I figure we should be somewhere around the 750 horse range, somewhere around there, maybe 800. Alright. The new numbers for your horsepower: 771 horsepower at 4,800 RPM, an increase of 347 horsepower or 82%, and 879 pound-feet of torque at 4,100 RPM, an increase of 389 pound-feet and or an 80%. Drag ratings A at 467. Huh. Interesting. Alright, it's looking alright, I guess. Yeah. Actually, kind of impressed with it. Alright. Now, we're going to move this one. Swap it with that one. And we're going to move this one over to here. And then, when I'm done, I'll get the full photo finish. But, I'm not, well, I am technically going somewhere, but I will be back in just a few moments. So, now's the time. If you gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta get something to drink, something to snack on, whatever. Don't go nowhere, I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's get back to it, shall we? Alright, let's see here. Alright, we need to look at pictures here, because I really do not want to screw this up. Because I would really like to see under the hood of the car so I can get that right. Because everything else on it's basically just regular. But it's the hood that would be the point. And on the original one it had 15s. So I think we're going to keep those. Unfortunately, his car was a 70 Dodge Charger, not a 68, but whatever, we can make it work. Right? Alright, let's go. First things first, I'm going to move this actually over to car lift A. I'm going to swap it with the BMW. Alright, take this one off. And I finally figured out how to get these wheels to work. You see how they all, these wheels right here are directional on this car. See, they all point the same direction. Okay, now we walk around to the other side, and they point the same direction as well. Versus if you were to buy the same wheels that are on that side and put them on here, they'd be backwards. Yep. It's actually two different wheels that you have to purchase for it to fit or look like that. Alright, let's see here. We've got to do all this. We'll do this. I hope this car can put it in supercharged. Yeah, okay. Scared me there for a minute. Alright. I think the body should be basically done. Yep, 1%. Perfect. Alright, let's put this up and away. Now we've got that much room. The sizes are on here. 235, 6016. So hypothetically speaking, if we were to go 245 and skins for the front, it would work. Indeed it would. You see, this is where they need to allow a little bit of creativity in this to be able to build a supercharged Hemi. And it would really look decent at that point, but I do get it, you know, it requires a lot of work to incorporate all these parts and engine swaps and all that other stuff in these cars, but it'd be nice if we were able to make things authentic like this. Alright, let's jump on over here to the other side. Get the little bushing out. Alright, let's take this. Let's get this out. Alright. Jump on up here to the front if we can. So I saved this one for last because there's less parts that I have to strip off the car. So it makes it a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. And I can't remember, does this car only have one seat or two? I'm pretty sure it's only got one, but we're going to put two in. We're going to put racing buckets in to make it look more authentic. Alright, actually, while I'm thinking of this, alright, where are you, my trusty handy-dandy wheels? Where are you at? Probably already went past them. Nope. Yep. Nope. Nope. They're right here. Alright, I need 215 for the rear. I need 215. Let's go 30 for the fronts. I should be pretty good with that. And then for the tires, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go 215, to 45, 60. And then for the fronts, where's it gonna go? We'll go 2, 15, bump this up, and we'll go 70. I might have to put bigger wheels on the front, but that's what we're going to be with right now. Perfect. And then I got to go to the paint shop and I got to chrome them all out. Of course. I can take that off. Darn inner tie rods. Always in the way. Alright, let's get this bigger bushing up. Alright, now we're going to take the upper control arm off. Perfect. Take the lower control arm off. And get this last bushing and bolt out for the cross member. Let's get this cross member out of here. Alright, now we're going to do this. This. Alright. I don't think there's anything else in here, so let's drop this down. Bye-bye. Bring over a handy-dandy little welder. Alright, perfect. Now we don't need this anymore, so we can put this back. Let's bring this over here to the paint shop. Ooh, look, it looks so fancy in the brown. Anywho, interior. Where are you? No, I want these ones. Yeah. Those are the ones. Those are the magical ones. I'm gonna put... I'm pretty sure it's the steering wheel that's in it. The memory's not memorying right now. Alright. Now we got bumper, door. And just as an FYI, I'm doing it as the version of it that's in the garage before he goes and chases after the ones that did some bad things. You know what I mean? So, sits a little bit lower. Put that wheel on. Alright, now we're going to put the doors and stuff on. I'm not putting the hood on, is what I'm saying. Because the hood don't look right with the blower sticking through, or with the scoop sticking through, I should say. In my opinion, anyway. Sometimes my opinion is valid, sometimes it's not. It's hard to say. Alright. Alright. Should be at what, 85% body was? 86. Dang, I was close. Alright, let's see here. Right there, I guess, eh? I wish I could change the vinyl top, too. Whew. Look at that mirror finish, man. Whew. Looking fancy. Pretty sure his was a flat black or a satin black or something. Like I said, I'm going to do things a little bit different on this one. Just a little bit. Alright, now what am I doing in here? Oh, wait, I need this. What else am I in here for right now? Oh, no, right here. Look at that, we already got all the parts I need for the suspension, basically. Huh, ain't that something fancy? 2 lower control arms, 2 front brakes, 2 shocks, 2 front springs, 2 leaf springs. Huh, it's almost like I planned this or something. It's weird how we do things like that. Alright. How many wheels we got left to do? 1 or 2? Can't remember. We got 1 left. Awesome. And now, we're going to paint the underside. Those are already the right color. These we're going to do kind of like a red. You know, a little bit of extra performance, giddy up in the step, you know what I mean? And then these we're going to go black. This one in here? Nope. And look at that. We got ourselves a motor. Perfect. Maybe that's the reason why I went and doubled up on all the parts today. I don't know. And whatever we don't have for the engine wise, well, we'll build it on the fly. Huh. Now, if you guys spot me doing any colors wrong for the Charger, let me know. There's a lot more aficionados on the Fast and Furious vehicles than I am. Oh wait, what's the cross member on this one? Did I already mark it or no? Cross member D. No, I did not. I don't want that. I want this. Clear this off. Ah, crap. I screwed up. I got rid of parts before marking what they were. Alright, we're going to take you, and now we're going to take you. Alright, what do we got? Okay, so I did have the part for it. Nice. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, man. Alright, let's run back in over here. Alright, let's see. Right here. Cross member E. We want you nice chrome black. Nice and shiny. But dark at the same time. It's weird. Now the plug wires. Let's bump this up. Let's go over here. Bring the brightness up on them just a bit. Perfect. Now I remember the one scene in the movie, and this has always stuck out in my head. It had blue spark plug wires. Now keep in mind when that movie came out, I was only 16, I think. '16 or 17 anyway. And back then I thought I knew everything, but absolutely knew nothing at the same time, you know what I mean? So, you know, I didn't know parts or nothing like that as well as I do now back then. So I was like, blue wires, man, that's so fake, blah, blah, blah. But come to find out, no, you can get Moroso blue wires. You can get NGK. I think it's there, NGK. I have them on both my trucks anyway. Well, no, I got them on the 13. My 91's got premium something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what they're called. But that needs a tune-up too. I wonder if there's any way I can actually get the proper mileage recorded off my trucks. I wonder. I think maybe the next live stream I do on this, I think maybe we'll do a hot rod show. Well, they got enough of them in here. If nothing else, like I can easily fill up 3-4 hours doing it. So, I wonder. I wonder. Alright. Let's go put some suspension together and let's go put some wheels and tires together. I don't think these are skinny enough. One thing I don't understand is the storyline in that movie. Now hear me out for a minute. In the first movie, you would think his dad was a drag racer, right? You know, 'cause it had so much torque, twisted chassis coming off the line, right? That's what he said, right? But then as, what is it, number 10 rolls around, or 9 or 10, we find out that his dad's a circle track racer. I'm sorry, but them two normally don't mix together. Under my impression. So they kind of screwed up the storyline a little bit. Plus, now correct me if I'm wrong, normally, whatever your father does as a profession, especially if you're a racer, normally you feel like it's almost destined that it's going to be yours when you get older. Why did he never get into circle track racing, besides the fact is that he had a lifetime ban for, I don't know, maybe I'm just rambling. I don't know. There's certain things in that, you know, just don't sit right with me. Some of them just do not make sense. Oh, look at here. We got our pipes that we bought last time. I actually got 2 sets of them. Even better. Even better, man. Even better. Alright. Let's see here. Let's do this. Perfect. Let's put this on. And drum roll, please. Did I do it right or did I screw it up? There's lots of room. Just wait till you see the fronts on. Even though I think I've already built this car once before. And that's the problem. And that's the issue I'm having, is I've already done this once. And the pictures I was going off of before off of Google are no longer there. Like, I can't find them anymore. There's something secretive about that card that we're not supposed to know or something, or what? It boogles my mind. Boogles what the Google does. Alright. Wheel cylinder, drive axle, the 4 bolts to hold it in. Alright, now put the brake drum. Now put the wheel on. Gonna bounce our way up here to the front. Come on now, man. Get up there. There we go. Now we're starting to get somewheres. Yeesh. I was gonna throw this out here. I haven't bought no parts yet for the suspension. I mean, I did, but it's weird. This thing's been forgotten. Alright. Another beaker bushing in. Ah, yes, I do need to buy another Uber charger and Uber charger intake. That's right. That's right. Yeah, see, the only charger I like from Fast and Furious is out of the first one. All the other ones got a little too superhero-ish, we'll say. Lost the purpose of what they were for. Yeah, and I do apologize if you guys hear screaming in the background. It's kids playing outside. It's warm enough outside where I got my front door open, so. There, that'll be a little quieter. I just shut the door, so. Alright, I think we're almost done with the suspension on this thing. We set her down on all full. And then we got to build the motor. And then we'll be done, basically, at that point. Like I said, I have a feeling I have to get bigger wheels for the front. I don't know. We need you all the way down. Well, maybe not. See, the 70 and the 68 are not the same. They really aren't. But that's where we're at right now. And do I have any of these? Yeah, I do, man. What about you? I got any of you? No, I do not. What about you? I got any of you? Hey, I got one of them too. What about you? No. I got one of you. Hey, I got that too. I got the important things to make a vehicle run minus this. Okay. Alright, yeah. So come over here. Create new engine. Go down here to, where's my supercharger motor? Right here. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to put this in. And the crankcaps? No, we do not. Okay. Beginning stages of stuff we have to buy. Now, the thing is, I don't really want to go individually, because then it becomes a real pain in the butt. Then everything has to be done individually, so I don't want to do that. I got clip these. I need 3 of these. 1 of those. That's where we'll start right now. I believe I need these too. Alright, we got some piston rings. Nice, nice, nice. I don't know why I'm putting them in yet. We ain't got no crank caps on. Kind of slipping the ball there. Awesome, just enough. Like, this is literally just random. Like, I bought parts for the Winchester, and I forgot I bought the parts, so I went and bought more parts for that car. And come to find out, I need to do them anyway. So, works so good in my favor. Know what I mean, man? Alright, I'm gonna put this on. And we're gonna put this on. If we had one, then we can put it on. Alright, where's the rotor? Right there. Put you on. I put the cap on. Put the clip on. See, the thing that really sucks though is that car is a Hemi, a supercharged Hemi, and well, that kind of kills the authenticity of it right there. But at least it's a distributor front mount, you know what I mean? Yep. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. I don't even think I got an oil pan for this thing. No. Whatever will I do without one? That's it. Motor won't run. Got no oil in it. I didn't figure I had one. At least all the pieces are on the outskirts, you know what I mean? Except for this. No! You're about to witness the fundamentals of game life. Because you couldn't do this in real life. Not putting push rods in upside down. Not unless you held the push rod in and tighten the rocker on. Which, do I have these? Oh, look at that, I do. Yeah, that's right. I don't understand how, well, mind you, it's been a few days since I've been on here. There we go. There we go. I might actually put 17s on the car for wheels. just so it lifts it up a bit more. Alright, on to the passenger side now. Cool, we got the long tubes. We got this. Yeah, we do, man. I know we got a couple altimeters. We got an oil filter? Of course we do. I think it's Poland, didn't I? I know we got the coil. I know we got the water pump. I got the water pump pulley. No, I did not. Okay. Put that there. We'll put the crank pulley on, I guess, for now. I don't think I got belt B either. Oh, I do too. Huh. Got a fuel pump? Dang, look at all these parts I'm finding. Although, if I really wanted to, I'm pretty sure I got most of the parts I need to finish this in there. If I'm not mistaken. Which, like I said before, I normally do. Alright. Last push rod. And then we put the rockers on. Almost done. Put the lid on. And the lid is on. Alright, we got passenger side plugs in. Passenger side exhaust on. Switch over here to the driver's side. Alright, let's put the plug wires on. Yeah, I made mine a little bit different blue. Alright. Now we need, let's see, whereabouts are ya? I need this one. I need this one. I need, what else do I need out of here? I know I need something else. And then over here. Let's see, let's cruise it down the list here. All the way down the list, by the looks of it. First things first, need an oil pan. And now we need a, I already got that, and I got that. I don't think I got a fan, but we'll get one, just in case. I don't need rod caps. We already got the bottom end of the motor together. I don't know if I got those. Oil pan, supercharger, water pump pulley, front exhaust, OHVP. Okay. OHVAB. Alright, I'll put the lower intake on. Put the upper intake on. And we're not going to put the carburetors or nothing on yet till it's in the car. Other than technically I got somewhere to lift it from. I'll put belt B on. Belt A. Yeah, it's all good. It's all the same thing. Let's put the fan on, which I already had one anyway. Alright, now we can finally put this darn oil pump on. Or oil pan. Oil pump. Alright, I'll put this header on. Beautiful. Alright, let's get this off the engine stand. This thing's got some weight to it. Holy smokes. Wait, it's just as much as the Hemi does, man. Alright, let's finish this off before we put the motor in. Ah, yes. I think I had another one, but it will just be on the safe side. Alright, let's go over here. Put some relays and fuses in. There we go. That's right. In there. Put the 50 amp, 70 amp, and this one right here should be 100. Yep. Another 70. And another 50. That's weird how I knew that. It's like I built this thing before or something. Alright, got that done. Let's put the motor in. Alright, let's put some fluid in the good stuff. Oh, making a mess all over the place. Joy's not looking, paying attention, huh? Huh. Alrighty. Let's see. Put some brake fluid in it. There we go. Let's put some green stuff in. Alrighty. Now we're going to come on over here. We're going to do this right here. Put the blue goop in. I don't know what color you guys use for windshield washer fluid, but I use the yellow stuff, the Rain-X winter blend. It's good stuff. As long as the ice isn't too thick, it actually takes it off without having to scrape your windshield. Filled, 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 and filled. Alright, now where does this battery go? Right over here. Alright, now we're going to come on up here. Put the carburation system on. I know I was forgetting something. Or in the words of Derek from Vice Grip Garage, if you'll make it happeners. Alright, let's see, we'll grab two of those. Put these on, boom, boom, and then boom. So much torque, chassis twisted when it come off the line. I mean, it is possible, but more power than what he had. These are heavy cars. 4,000 pounds is 2 tons. I mean, don't get me wrong, it will make the car move down real quick, but I gotta make a taller tire here. Trying to figure out what wheel, or like the size. Huh. Oh well. It's in there. I knew I was going to make a screw up like that one day. Look at that, I got a piece of a CUDA in here. Oh, my screw up from the CUDA. And, well, here we are. What am I missing for parts? Starter, hood, bench, and plate. Alright, we need an starter. We need that starter, man. Where's that starter going, man? Let's go, man. There we go. Alright. I'm going to move this one right over to here. Kind of shows a little bit of resemblance to the first one. There you go. That one's running now. Let's go do the alignment and the headlight alignment. So we're on the old Dino. And we should be pretty much done. I guess maybe before we leave, we'll head out to the junkyard. We'll do a little walk around there. Perfect. That's beautiful. Now this car's probably only going to have about 950 horse. Just as an FYI. But that ain't going to stop us from having a little bit of fun. Alright, well, we're going to bump this one up to 48 seemed pretty good for me. There we go. Huh. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. 1.2. I know one of these cars, I can get a 3 on it. Huh. Oh. 1.2 is where we're at. Alright. Factory power, 537 at 4,300 RPM and 744 pound-feet of torque at 2,800 RPM. How much have we increased it by? Let's check and see, shall we? Alright. Okay, I was a little off my numbers by about 100. The new horsepower is 1,047 at 4,300 RPM. The new torque is 1,433 pound-feet at 2,800 RPM. And that is an increase of 510 horsepower, or 95%, and 690 pound-feet of torque, or 93%. The drag rating is an A at 636. Alrighty. Alright. Alright, let's see here. We've got Charger RT. Yeah, we'll bring and swap it. And there we go. Take a picture of that. Talk about a triple threat, eh? Man, this thing looks like 4-wheel drive, man. I like it. This is more authentic, more original. I mean, pop the hood and that looks real deal. Just not Hemi orange. This one, well, this one's, you know, this one's just this one. Yeah, I think I did an alright job. What do y'all think? Think it looks good? All three of them? I think they do. Alright, well, while we're here, let's take this one. Let's go to the junkyard with this one. That's it we got here for our next projects. Even though I got a garage full of them, or parking spots full of them, full of different projects, it's still, you know, let's check and see what we got here. Ah, there's my moneymaker right there. Where's this one from? Luxembourg? GTO or no? Oh, standard. Oh, we're gonna leave it there for $3,000 over asking price. Ouch. Highway robbery. A Lamborghini, eh? Diablo. That's what it would be. Oh, everything's so overpriced. Ouch. Ooh, a Mustang. I got a Mustang. I see a Mustang. Small block Chevy. ZZ. V8 OHV. That is a small block Chevy. In a Ford. They put the small block Chevys into the Fords. But they won't put them in the GM style vehicles. Boggles my mind, I tell you. Alright, let's see. Keep on cruising through. I'm not buying that Mustang because I got a crap ton of them. Got ourselves a Chevelle and something else. Six-cylinder or an 8? You are an F-mill. Yep. Both roulette. Camaro. But there's straight 6 in it. No thanks. On to the next. Are you DR Blaze? Nope, standard. Ooh. Ooh. It's got 167,000 miles. I could see that. But I don't think it was driven all that hard. Oh well, I'm gonna buy one. I mean, yeah, garage is full. I mean, it's a standard edition, 1-car V8 OHV. For less than the actual asking price, you darn rights we're taking it. Ah yes, Honda Civic. Katagiri Katsumoto. So this, I mean, this is a perfect example, and this is for you guys watching it right now or anybody else watching it later on the road. This is the perfect starter car, beginner car, right there. Okay? Because you spend $2,800 and then you can slowly build it up as you progress through until you get to the point where you're able to sell it for, you know, 60, 70, call it 80,000. And that's enough money to build something else with a little bit more value to it. You know what I mean? Just snowball effect from there. So, all right. Well, we're going to head back to the shop now. But I am not buying that expensive car, the $40,000 car. The reason was because first off, it was $3,000 over asking price and half the motor was missing. So now, if it was a running car, sure. I do love the sound of a Hemi though. Alright, let's go over here to car auctions. See what we got here in the auction block. Lately, this is where I've been finding all my cars. The auction block. DBS. Austin Martin. Austin Martin Vantage. Oh, look. Right there. Look at that one. Sitting right there. Standard. Yeah. What's this one right here looking like? Alright, well, it should be. It's the Type R, or car version is R, which means it's supercharged. 584 ponies. What do y'all been telling me it's got no oil in it? No oil in the engine. Alright. What's the value of it? Yeah, no, we're good, man. We're good. I'm not spending 4 hours trying to get a car. And there's one other one that was spoken of, and that was the SLS Mercedes. It's not even in here. Oh, look at that. There's even one there. Ironic. Come on, show me the car. Thank you. Hey, look, they're copying you. It just would spear right through the wind, driving down the road. Alright, well, there's that one. I'm not seeing anything else in here. BMW? Oh, first off, I'm in the wrong section. This is the one that I afford out of right here. I don't go to the other one normally. Another Range Rover Sport SVR. I believe this is the twin turbo V12. Or V12 anyway. No, V8 twin turbo rear wheel drive Vantage. Which means this one's the V12. I think. Yeah, looks like it to me. V12 AM11. What's the value on this bad boy? 63,000. And it looks like he just put new wheels on it before he brought it to the auction house. From Hungary. How many miles are on this thing? 103,000. Didn't know people drove them like that. Alright. I never did check to see what was the value on this one. 59. Ouch. I think that's pretty much good enough for us because I ain't getting nothing out of there. I got everything else. So. But alright, everyone. I think that's pretty much going to do it for this live stream here once we get back into the garage area here. And, yeah. I'm really do believing there's more potential over here. You know what I mean? So. Alright. As I was saying, this is going to be the end of the live stream here. I'd like to thank everybody who has watched this whole time. It's been greatly appreciated. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know a few of you have. Hopefully the rest of you all enjoy it when you guys watch this later on down the road. I just wish I can get a better camera angle. And, yeah. And then we'll actually see y'all. Wait, hold on. Can't do that either. Alright, but anywho, we're gonna end the live stream here, and we'll catch you on the next video. SnowRunner should be here within the next week, so stay tuned and look forward to watching that one. Alright, everyone? Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Bye, everyone.